21st September marks the birthday of Ghana's founder and our first president, Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah was an iconic figure in the independence struggle and liberation of many African countries. Dr. Nkrumah was an inspiration to many countries around the world. And on this day, I want to salute him for his tireless and monumental contribution, not only to our nation's history, but to Africa's history. Finally, I come before you this morning with a triple invitation to be cautious, be bold, and to have hope. To be cautious when you read articles on social media, because unfortunately today we are living in the age of fake news. It is now too easy to take something false as the truth. There's sometimes a big difference between what somebody really did and what people are made to believe that he or she did. They say, for instance, that during my first term as president, I was a poor manager of our economy. This has been repeated so many times that people believe it. Some of you may have been made to believe this false story as a result of constant repetition. However, when you look at the data, things are completely different. In 2012, the size of the Ghanaian economy was $41.6 billion. In 2016, on my watch as president, it grew to $54.5 billion, a nominal change of some $13 billion in about 4 years. This year, 2020, on the watch of Akufo-Addo as president, Ghana's economy is projected to be somewhere around $66 billion, which means that the NPP government in 4 years changed the side of the economy by $11 billion. Note, in 4 years, by $13 billion under my watch and $11 billion under the NPP's watch. This is what the data says, and it is verifiable. You can examine the data for yourself. This government has meanwhile borrowed $140 billion, as against the about $54 to $56 billion that was borrowed during my presidency. The Akufo-Addo government has not got a track record, not in healthcare. We built hospitals, they have none. Not in tertiary education, we built universities, they have none. Not in the road sector, we built roads. They have declared a year of roads without roads. Not in fighting corruption, we fought corruption head on. President Akufo-Addo fights those who fight corruption in his government. The case of the Auditor General, Daniel Domelevo, is proof that corruption is fighting back, fighting the president. And this is why I invite you to be cautious. But I also invite you to be bold. Imagine, for instance, that today Ghana had a digital infrastructure that allows people to work easily from home, like they do in countries like South Korea or Denmark. The COVID-19 pandemic would have certainly had a lesser impact on our economy than it has done currently. Imagine a Ghana where all this is possible, where new types of services and new types of jobs allow people to live decent lives. Imagine a 21st century Ghana if you won't settle for good enough anymore. Instead, you'll be asking for change in the way our country is led. So I'm telling our people, have hope. Our manifesto, the People's Manifesto, pledges that the new NDC government will help 1 million young Ghanaians to become coders and programmers, to become the backbone of the new economy we will build together for the benefit of all our people, not a few people. With 1 million young coders and a solid digital infrastructure, we will bridge the gap between our country, Ghana, and the more advanced countries far sooner than you may think. And that's why we must have hope. And believe this hope is real. Because together with NDC, we've already delivered. And if we've delivered once before, we're able to deliver again. And so, my brothers and sisters, be cautious, be bold, and have hope. I guarantee you that the next NDC government will provide you with a clear and honest chance to live a decent life. Be cautious, be bold, have hope, jobs and prosperity for all, and not a few people. Thank you and good morning.